Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Hey, tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your talking to? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Hey,
you know you love me. Hey everybody, hello, and happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome back to the So What You Think channel. I hope all of you are doing well today. Me, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I just be so worried about, is anybody going to ask about me? Did anything come for me? Okay, because I just needs to know, baby. Anyway, a big welcome back to everyone joining us live right now for this episode of recapping Beyond the Gates. Season 2, episode 124. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all something. Tomas stood up today. Y'all ain't going to tell me y'all didn't see a different Tomas than you have been seeing in Tomas. Okay. Tomas stood up today. Tomas said he coming for the Emmys next year. That's what he done told and let y'all know. If you didn't recognize a little something different you got from Tomas today, see, that's what can happen when the writing opens up and allows these actors to stretch out, where he's not just Cat's little boyfriend that's, trying to get along with everybody. He's Bill's yes man. He's Cat's yes man. He's everybody's little yes man here, yes there, yes everywhere, yes. He is mama's yes man. I'm just saying. A different Tomas stood up today. Not to Haley, but he stood up today. But see, listen, he didn't have no need to stand up to Haley. Haley is the one that put the bee in his bonnet. And then after a bee was put in his bonnet, Tomas stood up today. Okay? He did. Now, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. It's very important to the channel. I'm not so big and bad yet that I can tell y'all not to. And even if I do get to grow more and more, which we're getting there little by little, I'm still going to ask you to hit the like button because it helps people find us in the algorithms on the channel. And if you want to do something to help the channel, help me help you, help me by hitting the like button. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Thank you to those who are listening later in the recap. Hey, recap gang. Y'all important too. Don't let nobody try to make y'all feel like y'all second. No, you're not. No, you're not. You know y'all important too. All of y'all, my babies. Y'all are. Okay. And if you'd like to support the channel even more by becoming a member, a monthly way with $4.99 of supporting the channel, then by all means, please do so. Every now and then, people like to gift a membership, and then we look to see who got it because, YouTube passes those out to whoever they want to have them. Now, before we get into today's episode, first and foremost, let us say hello to the Mod Squad. I have moved my stuff around, so give me a minute. Let's say hello to the Mod Squad. Hey, Mod Squad. Hey, hello. Mwah. Okay. How y'all doing? Huh? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing all right, Mod Squad. The Mod Squad helps to keep things going down here in the chat. I don't get in their business down there. If they throw you out, time you out, whatever they do down there is fine by me because it's their chat to do with what they will. Okay. And I'm just saying, I feel so special. Anytime I see anything I'm doing, a little copied or whatever, I just be like, I know I'm on the right track, child. You know, they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Okay, it is. It is. I want to tell you, child. Ooh, but don't be thinking I don't know what I know when I know what you're doing when you're doing what you do. I know. I don't be saying nothing, but I know. But anyway, listen. Before we get into today's episode, let me pull out this romper room mirror and see who's all in here. Who's down here typing in my comments?
Who's that typing in the comments?
Well, let's see. I got on early today, so I'm going to tell you who's in the comments right now. We owe somebody a greeting from yesterday. I don't know if they're down there today, and I can't remember the name, but if you're in the comments today, we were supposed to give you your greeting because it was your first time commenting, then please let us know you're in here today so that I can give you your fanfare, your official welcome over here as a gatekeeper, okay? Linda Bynes Barnett is first in here today, and she says, greetings, salutations, gatekeepers. Hello to you too. Missy Lane says, hey, gatekeepers. Hey, Missy Lane. Y'all go over there and support Elaine's channel where she has a cooking channel now. So let's go over there and support Elaine's channel. She can put the name of it down there in the chat if she wishes. Linda also says hello to a few. I said welcome in. Kelly S is in the house. No, the original, the real Kelly S says good evening, Miss Jen Mars and chat. Girl, somebody that made you famous with a little jiggle, 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 jiggle. That made you famous over here, Kelly S. So you can go to others, but you ain't got the kind of notoriety over there that you got over here. Girl, that was something. Erica J says, hello, Queen Jen, beautiful mods, and the fabulous BTG family. Aren't they fabulous? They are. Linda says, greetings, Erica J. Smash that like button on the way in. Scarlet Speedster's in here with us this evening and says, good evening, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and to the gatekeepers. Good evening to you, too. Elaine says, Miss Jen, Cousin Lynn, KB, below, off Belinda, and Mr. Raven. Hey, y'all. Okay. I'm over here sweating like a hooker in church. Linda says, it's 110. Dress ahead. Girl, I'm going to tell you something. They don't sweat in church like they used to because they, I mean, sometimes you can't even tell one from another because everybody got the same outfit on. How you know who? I mean, but you ain't heard that from me. Now, Tomas was lip syncing for his life, wasn't he? Lip sync for your life. Tomas stood up to Naomi, but not to Haley. Grew you a pair today, Tomas, huh? And lots of Emmy nominations for BTG. I got them ready for y'all. Elaine T says Tomas was an arrogant, insecure, small man, but who was pushed by Haley. He is easily influenced and easily has his feelings hurt. Yes, but the character itself stretched out a little bit today. What I mean is that we saw a little more range from the character of Tomas, because Tomas has been one note. But we can't put that on. You all keep putting it on the actor. I think that he's been written one note. What can you do with, yes, I don't care. Yes, I don't mind. Yes, I don't care. Yes, I don't mind. I mean, now, Tomas, they done gave it to you, baby. They done passed you the football. I hope you sprint with it. I hope you sprint with it because you know these people trying to come for your job. Don't let them do it. Cause you are special. Thank you, girl. I don't know how you mean that good or bad, but I'm gonna take it both ways. Thank you, girl. I'm special and I am special. Charlene Wheeler says hello to everyone. Hey, Charlene. Tomas best watch his step with Scaly because that Black Widow is scheming to do anyone who gets in her way. She is, and she will, and she are. Mm-hmm. Girl, you famous over here, okay? Can't nobody else made you famous but us over here, okay? Mm-hmm. You can call you Jigger with it, Kelly S. The real Kelly S. Okay. Deez says, good evening, everyone. D from New Jersey. Hey, D from New Jersey. From Jersey. He's from Jersey. D from New Jersey. Okay. Scarlet Speedster says hello to a few. And Belinda Hill is slid in here. She said, hey, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers and Mod Squad. Of course, I hit the like button. Why? Because she the officer or the doggone like button. She going to see to it that y'all hit that like it or not. Okay. So please, I hit it. Now let me hit it over here on this device. So I hit it. Now we have 14 likes and 13 watching. That's the first time we ever been ahead of ourselves like that. Let's see if we can keep this going. Somebody dropped off and it's 14 likes and 13 watching. So let's see if we can stay ahead of the game. Now it's 16 watching and 13 likes. Y'all messed me up just that bad. Okay, for those of you who just came in, make sure you hit the like button. We about to get started. Okay, we about to get started. I don't see nobody else that's down here. So with that, I'm about to unlock these gates and see what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Let's get into it. We opened up today with, I'll talk about the Emmy nominations when I'm done. Okay, we opened up today with Andre and Dani doing what they do best, which is doing it and doing it and doing it well. Okay, so they in there baking cakes the way that they can, all wrapped up in the rapture of love and caught up in the rapture love. And Andre is professing his love before heading out to meet his Uncle Ted for lunch down to the country club. And Dani tells him he's not to worry about her. She's like, listen, I know you think I'm worried about Bill, but I ain't worried about no Bill. I don't care about no Bill. I had divorced Bill. Bill ain't my man no more. You my man, my man, my man. And I ain't worried about no Bill. And Andre was like, girl, I know you worried about Bill. She was like, who is Bill? What Bill? Who, what, where, when, where? I don't know nothing about birthing no bills. I don't care nothing about no big bills. I don't care nothing about no big belly bill. I don't care nothing about big boy Bill. I only care about you. And he was like, yeah, okay. As soon as he walked out that door, boom, she pulled out her phone. She done got a text from Naomi. And then Naomi had said, I'll be at Garland for at least the next few hours. And she was like, girl, let me know what's going on. Is everything all right? It's Bill good. Girl, you was in effect whispering through a text message. You was typing real light. You wasn't typing like tap, 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 tap. You was like, you was whispering in a text message. Girl, you was. You went to the, girl, you wasn't like, you was whispering on a text message. You was like, girl, how your daddy doing, girl? How your daddy doing? Tell me, text me back, let me know, girl. You know you want to know about Big Bill, girl. Don't quit playing games. But anyway, she says she ain't going around there to check on no Bill, but girl, we know you're going. We know you're going. Now, because anytime somebody said they're not thinking about somebody, that's exactly what they're doing. They're thinking about somebody. And girl, you was definitely thinking about Big Bill. Okay. Now, meanwhile, Naomi and Chelsea are down to the hospital looking up information online for their dad. They're talking about, now, what does it mean when your CO2 55377 is low? Because that is H2739 is low too. Look that up, girl. Google it. So then Madison came in. She was like, what is y'all doing? Please don't be in here Googling stuff. Because the way you Google stuff, hey, Miss Lil, the way y'all be Googling stuff and then don't know how to apply the symptoms, don't do that. Especially right in front of a doctor, a whole doctor. Don't do that. That's offensive. I'm already in a lawsuit now for some mess like that. Don't do that. She was like, we're still in the discovery phases of figuring out what's going on with you, Bill, but we are trying to figure it out. And then she told Bill, she was like, I would like to keep you and do some additional testing. Now, you already know Bill's scared of the hospital, just like me. I'm scared of the doctor's office. I don't want a bandage. I don't want no temperature checking. I don't want you doing my blood pressure. I don't want you doing the vision test on me. I don't want you doing nothing to me. Just let me go home. But I do want to be here because I'm scared, but I just want to go home. Can you make sure I go home, please? But anyway, Bill started protesting. I ain't about to stay. I don't want to stay. I ain't got to stay. What I got to stay for? Just because I almost fell out and started slurring. Why I got to stay, though? Girl, Haley. I mean, not girl. I'm sorry, Bill. Child, Bill. I'm sorry, Haley is trying her best to slow down all your abilities. She is. She's shutting you down one by one by one. Hopefully they'll find it ahead of time. Anyway, Bill is like, I ain't trying to stay. Now, over at the nurse's station, they out here talking to Haley, old big head stuff, right? So Haley is putting on what Shenice later calls the performance of a lifetime. Because she out there talking about, I'm just so worried about Bill. I don't know what to do about Bill, and I hope that Bill gonna be okay. And Shenice was just looking at her. So when she walked off, look here, look. She went right back to grinning. You know the way she can grin, but baby, Shenice is on you. Shenice was like, she knows she can put on an act that hell. That hell. Shenice was laughing at her. So then Shenice and Ashley go to talking, right? And so they was like, girl, how your relationship doing? Girl, it's doing all right. We doing, how y'all doing? How you and Ted doing? And then Shanice just thought back to when Ted had made her that little romantic lunch or dinner or whatever that was in his office with all the candles that they had no business lit in the office and stuff. And she was like, I guess we going pretty good. And then she was like, girl, I could tell you falling for him. She was like, you think? No. What did she say? He falling for you? Yeah, she said Ted is falling for you. And she was like, you think he is? Maybe he is. I don't know, girl. You think so? He could be. You know how we are when we think somebody like us for real. And we don't want to be, saying it too soon because we don't want to eat no crow later. Because sidebar, you men do be switching it up when ain't nobody asked you to. We be, why y'all got to wait until after we be done told somebody about y'all for y'all to pull some mess? We already be done looked you up and down and side by side before we even want to tell anybody. Then as soon as you go bragging about it, he come with the boo. Then you got to go back and tell your friends, he wasn't what I thought he was. He wasn't what I thought. Girl, I thought. They was like, what? Because you was just saying, girl, I know what I said, but I'm just telling you what had happened was, okay? Don't do too much. He wasn't what I thought he was, okay? But anyway, down to the country club, Ted and Tomas are talking. And so Tomas is talking to him. They just yakking it up. And he was like, I know you was probably a little hurt about Kat turning you down. He was like, yeah, but you know what really messed me up? After your daughter had turned me down, your daughter turned right around and offered to buy me a condo. Oh, wait a minute now. Is that what she had said? Because that is what she kind of said when you said you wanted to pay for it, and when you said you didn't want them to pay on it, but you want them to live in it. I mean, Kat, in effect, girl, that's kind of what you was doing. Not buying it for him, but you was buying it for him, girl. I don't know, child. Hey, Scott. Hey, Frank, he like, I don't know, girl. He could be right. I mean, he may be gilding the lily just a little bit, but in effect, that's what you're doing. If I can move in, I ain't got to pay nothing. I can call it mine and it's home for me. Then I can say you did it for me too. But Ted was like, what now? She did what now? See, that's what Ted was over here trying to calm you down, trying to treat you good and make you feel a little better about her turning you down. And you came over here and just messed up Ted's whole day with that mess. Because he was over here talking about, well, the Dupree women are strong will and you got to be able to stand up to that and yippity yip. He was like, but your daughter was going to buy me a condo though. I was like, ooh, that's ooh. Anyway, after Tomas leaves, Ted just shakes his head and says, I still can't believe that this girl done bought this man a condo. I know you thinking you raised her better than that. I know you thinking that she ain't supposed to be doing no stuff like that. Hey, be slow. I know you thinking that what's wrong with your daughter. She in here and did some mess that you ain't taught her. Because I'm telling you something. Had I did some mess like that, my daddy would have been like, I must have failed you as a father all the way. You done bumped your whole head and fell down. On what day did I sit you down and tell you to just move in somewhere and move a man up into number one? And when did I tell you to pay for anything for a man and he ain't paying no bills and things? Girl, you gone crazy. I done failed you as a father. I had. My daddy would have, child. Now back at Dani's house, Nicole done stopped by there. She's like, girl, I'm surprised you ain't took your butt down there to the hospital to go see about Big B. And Dani was like, I don't care nothing about Bill no more. He ain't my problem. He's Haley's problem. She was like, I know you well enough, though, Dani, to know that you ain't telling it all, girl. So what's really going on? Nicole get to talk to them teeth. So what's really going on, Dani? Because I know you're not telling the truth. I know something ain't adding up, girl. Your sister a whole therapist. Now you know your sister know you lying, girl. We know you're lying, so you know she know. Now back at the hospital, Bill is refusing his overnight stay. He's talking about work, pressure, and all the stuff he got to do. And Haley is quietly watching the argument, looking back and forth. She's like, what? What? Wait a minute. Wait. He want to go back to work? She want him to go back. Anything that's going to drain him down, not build him up, Buttercup. But she watching from the doorway looking happier than she probably should be. And then she goes over there in it, and Naomi was like, girl, let me talk to you out here in the hallway because I need for you to get it together. She got in the hallway. She was like, look, let me tell you something. I need for you to convince my daddy that he need to stay here and see about himself if you care about him the way that you said that you be care about him. Unless you want a dead son-in-law, Miss Celia, you best keep advising him like you do. Okay? Unless you want a husband ain't here no more, girl, you best keep on advising him like you do. And then Naomi, I think I might have called this girl Nicole because I be getting these names mixed up sometimes. N, two N's, two D's, two whatever. Anyway, Naomi hit her with the bam bam boop. She was like, because Haley said, I can't always control what your father does. He's a grown man and he's stubborn. She said, I'm going to tell you something. If you could convince my daddy to leave my mama and go be with you, I know you got the power to convince him to stay up in this hospital if you care about him the way you say you do. I was like, ooh, touche, Monsieur Pussycat. Ooh, girl, ooh, Naomi. Naomi. But I was glad she said it, So Haley marched back in their room and she told him, Bill, I need for you to be sure that you do everything that you can to take care of yourself so that we can get back to doing the things that we like to do, referencing baking cakes and pitch and woo and whatnot. Oh, and said this in front of his two daughters. They just rolled their eyes. Child, I might have would have hit her in the back of her head. Because, don't be talking disrespectfully to me. I don't care if y'all is a married girl. You need to keep that talk down to a minimum around me. I'm sorry. But then again, that was probably her way of getting back at her for talking to her the way she did down in that hallway. Madison, girl, I got to ask you, girl, how you be, even though I used to wear high heel shoes all day too, so don't get it twisted. But girl, I'm just wondering how you be walking around the hospital in the heels all day. I know doctors don't stand up the whole day. But girl, you could be wearing a slightly lower heel walking the hallways and whatnot. That should, hear me tell you something. You could tell a lot by people's shoes, right? So here's what you should know, and I say this all the time. Even though people want to run around here and say that nurses is not a professional occupation, and it is. Who takes care of you at the hospital are nurses. Who got the flat shoes on and the Crocs? Have you ever seen a nurse walking around in high heel shoes? You know why you don't? Because nurses be working all doggone day and night. Nurses got to be able to sprint up and down the hallway. Nurses got to get to the station right quick, call your doctor, tell your doctor what you need and suggest what you need to have. And it's hard to pass to be a RN, baby. And don't go talking about being no doctor's assistant, physician's assistant. Don't even talk about that. But who got the high heel shoes on and who wearing the Crocs? That's all I'm telling y'all. So you better know to be nice to your nurses because they the one really taking care of you. They call the doctor and say, I think she need another CC of the 453 and she need another shot of the Demerol. And then she need, and then the doctor go, yeah, go on, give it to her. So I'm just saying, be kind to your nurses, but I digress. But anyway, Bill finally gives in and say he gonna go on and stay. Now Naomi offers to go by the house to pick up a couple things that Bill might need since he gonna go on and stay. And Haley cut her off quick. She was like, girl, now you can't go to my house. She was scared she was gonna open up the wrong drawer and see them drops and be like, what is all these drops and things up to? And bring it to the hospital and get it tested. But y'all ain't writing the way we want y'all to write. Y'all need to hurry up with it. Because you should have let Naomi went by the house and got it. You should let Tomas went by the house and picked up something. Anybody can pick up something, okay? But y'all just want to keep this going on and on and on and on, going on and on and on and on and on. And we need this to be over with. Can we get another storyline, please? Can we bring on Haley's family? Let them tell some stuff. But we tired of this. Can we just move on? But anyway. She said, no, I know exactly what Bill need. I'll go get his toothbrush and stuff. You don't need to be getting nothing. Girl, you can't go over there without you being supervised, girl. You got to be chaperone, go through them doors when ain't nobody been there. Okay. Now, Nicole continues discussing Bill with Dani. Or trying to anyway. And Dani insists that she has taken the shackles off her feet so she could dance. She said she ain't worried about no Bill no more. She don't know how many times she got to tell y'all this. I'm free from him emotionally and everything. Because that's what I needed to do. And so that's what I did. Nicole was listening carefully, but you could tell she ain't buying none of this. Nicole wasn't buying none of this, baby. The therapist in her was like, I have determined that that's a lie. She looking straight through Dani like she's made of glass. And she know Dani hiding something. But she also knows she'll find out soon enough. So let's move on. Now, at the country club, Andre and Ted have met up and they're talking. He's telling me, like, because one thing Andre going to do is do a little gossip. Y'all say men don't gossip, but yes, y'all do. Y'all be telling the tea for real, for real. But anyway, Andre tells Ted that Bill down there to the hospital. Now, Ted, how you don't know and you're a doctor? I don't know. But anyway, like, Ted, no, I'm sorry, Bill down there to the hospital. Like he may have had another stroke or something, but they kind of ruling it out. But yep, he down there. And I'm gonna tell you something else. My wife don't want to do everything she could do to go see about herself about that BRCA gene, and I done told her that's what she needed to do. And he was like, how y'all did with encouraging Cat, making Cat go down there and get that liver up. And he was like, first of all, my other daughter's life was on the line. And Kat, now we might have pushed and pulled and all of that, but Kat made her own decision in the end, which I agree with. I agree with all of that. You did push, you did pull, you did insist, but you did let Kat, Kat did make up her own mind. And he said, and besides that, the difference here is, because he was like, why you trying to tell me not to push Dani when you was pushing Kat? He was like, but the difference here is, ain't nobody's life on the jeopardize. Ain't no clear and present danger right here. Nothing. Dani may never develop anything. So to ask her to do something radical that she don't want to do, you can't do. I mean, that's not the same thing. And he was like, yeah. Hey, Miss Coretta. He was like, yeah, but I just want her to be okay. I'm in fear of losing her because Andre done lost both his parents in a plane crash. So Andre is like, listen, I can't bear to go through no more stuff like that. I can't bear to go through no more stuff like that. So Ted encourages him to just not push too hard, try to be supportive, but at the same time, he understands why he wants her to look into doing it. And then he ends up telling him to love Dani without regrets while letting her make her own decisions. So, go on and love real hard. She ain't going nowhere. That's what he feels. Okay, now, back at the hospital, Bill finally agrees to stay overnight for the additional testing. Naomi offers to stop by the house to pick up a few things so he'll be comfortable. Haley done shut that down, right? So, hold on. I don't know why this repeated this for me, but hold on. Because unless I said it twice, I might have said it twice. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting repeating of something. Hold on. Let me find my space here where I'm at. Okay. Back at the hospital. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Hold on. Okay, right. Okay, now. So Nicole is listening to her sister. She ain't buying nothing she talking about. She's like, No, I'm telling you, I'm over Bill. She was like, No, sissy. I'm not thinking about that bill. I don't care nothing about that big bill. She was like, Anyway, girl, I'm gonna go. And if you need me, call me, and I know you will. So bye. Soon as she leave, right, Dani gets a phone call. Baby, the way Dani answered that call, like she was lip syncing for her life, like somebody just said, it was like she was lip syncing for her life. The way she picked that phone said, "Hello." The phone didn't even ring a full ring. It didn't even ring. It just went. No, it didn't even. No, wait, that's too much. No, you know what the phone looked like? It was about to ring. It must have started vibrating before it started ringing because she picked it up. She was like, "Hello, what's going on, girl? What's happening?" And Chelsea was like, "Well, I'm worried about Dad." And Dani's like, "Well, is he okay though?" She was like, "Yeah, he's okay. I'm just worried about Daddy." She's like, "Is Haley there?" She said, "No, Haley had to go by the house and go pick up some stuff for Daddy." And she was like, "Okay, well, listen, I know you're gonna be okay." And listen, in real life, Dani would have been saying this while she was putting on her shoes. You notice how we be talking about what we ain't about to do while we putting on our shoes, getting our keys and stuff, and dig down in our purse. Okay. Make sure them keys in there and our glasses and everything. Right before you about to walk out the door, talking about you ain't going nowhere, knowing good and well you about to go. But anyway, she was like, "I'm not going nowhere." No, but you know what? Keep me informed about what's going on with your dad. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Let Bill know we're all pulling for him." I was like, "Oh, okay." Mm-hmm. Now, back at the hospital, Bill asks Naomi to look in on things for him at the firm. I trust you. You got to be my eyes and ears, and I know you're gonna take care of things, and one day the firm is gonna be yours anyway. She was like, Dad, I don't want that firm. He was like, you gonna get it though, because that's your inheritance. That's your heritage. So, girl, quit playing with me. She was like, okay. He was like, so you go down there and go make sure everything running good, okay? Okay. Now, but meanwhile, over at the law firm, Tomas had walked into Bill's office and he was touching on stuff and looking at stuff. You didn't run into them drops though, but anyway, he was touching on stuff and looking at stuff. And then he sat down in the chair and closed his eyes and had his head back. And then Haley walked in there. She was like, what do you think you're doing? I mean, didn't you get promoted in this same office too, Haley? I mean, how you got your promotion sitting in there? Well, you was in the chair. I ain't gonna say you was sitting, but you was sitting and spinning in the chair. I'm just saying. Calm down, girl. Calm down. Okay. But anyway, she was like, what you doing in here? I was like, uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. So when we come back from the thing, he was talking to her. He was like, listen, you don't get it wrong. Bill is more than a boss to me. He's a mentor. Like, I really look up to Bill. In other words, he really cares about Bill, I guess. But she was like, I don't blame you though, Tomas. You look pretty cool sitting there in that chair, imagining what the future may hold, And, I think that it looks good on you. But I do think that I should let you know that you're probably not the only person lining up to sit in Bill's chair one day. Just so you know. Ooh, child, this little Satan right here, baby, plays no games. She don't. And I said to myself, is Haley trying to stir up competition between Tomas and Naomi? What? Is that what you doing? You trying to put a little discord in there? Anyway, Dani finally arrives to the hospital. Hi, Bill. You'll do anything to get my attention now, won't you? And this was Bill's face as soon as she walked in. I did it. Boy, I know you want to bust out and cry. I know you want to bust out and cry. Ain't nothing like being scared and needing somebody that you really need, and then they walk up on you. Baby, I know you want to cry, Bill. All teeth. Just grinning like a Cheshire cat. You is. But Dani was like, I wasn't planning to be here, Bill, so don't get too beside yourself. Child, Bill is an old dog, and he know all your tricks, ma'am. You done had this dog since it was a puppy. It know you like the back of its beak. Bill know you, girl. He know exactly what it take to get you, girl. Anyway, he know what buttons to push, just like he did in that elevator. He knew what buttons to push in that elevator too, didn't it, Dani? He got you trapped up in that elevator. He started pressing all the right buttons in that too. You think you can survive him in the hospital, girl? No, you not, girl. Get out of here, child. Bill knew you was coming. He knew that already. And so did we. Now, back at the country club, Andre opens up even more about losing his parents, and Ted reminds him that he was happy to be there for him during that tragedy. Ted also admits that he was relieved that his children didn't inherit the BRCA gene. Now, I got a question for y'all. From what he said, because he said he was glad to know that his children didn't inherit the BRCA gene. Am I forgetting? Did Kat ever take this test, or did she take the test? I don't remember Kat taking the test. Did she? Did Kat take that BRCA test? Because if she did, I done plumb forgot. Because we went so back and forth and back. And we was more worried about Anita than I was. When everybody was taking the test, I done forgot. Everybody was lying about their results in Cano. I ain't know. So let me know. Did Kat take the BRCA test? She took the test. And it came back she didn't have it. Because I don't even remember this part. I remember all the foolishness with it leaked. Because in my mind, I thought she didn't take it. And she was like, I don't want to know. Y'all ain't about to make me know. Miss Leah, ask E Daddy, did Cat end up taking that BRCA test and getting the results? Because I don't know. Maybe because I'm trying to remember, was there a moment where she was like, I'm just so happy, I'm so relieved? I don't know. Erica J says she took it. All right, I'll see what the rest of y'all say. Right, negative results. Okay. Now, Ted tells Andre that regardless of what happens, he shouldn't have any regrets about loving Dani. Mm-hmm. Now, over at the hospital, Shenice. Now, I hope I ain't. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they're gonna talk again later because I want to make sure I don't miss something coming up. Over at the hospital, Shenice is finishing up a phone call with her ex-boyfriend, I guess it was, because she was like, "You can lose my number. Don't even call me. Hey, Myrtle Tister, don't even call me. I don't need to be bothered with you no more. Lose my number." Making it crystal clear that she ain't interested in whoever this was. She done moved on. So Ashley walks over to Shenice and explains her ex tried everything to win her back, but she finally told him that she's done and she got her a good man that don't cheat, Savannah. My man don't be cheating, Savannah. And see, she didn't know. Okay, Elaine says she never took the test. Kat did not need to take it because Nicole tested negative. Coretta says she took the test. Myrtle says no. See, that should have been on the trivia. Mm-hmm. No, because Nicole tested negative. Okay. So anyway, Nicole walked up on Shenice talking about, I got me a man that don't cheat now. And now, you know, in real life, we'd be like, Nicole, like, girl. Ted done cheated on me when I was married to him. Ted done cheated on me when we were separated and what not with that doggone Leslie again. I guess, child. But anyway, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I wouldn't have said anything like that if I know you were standing there." And she was like, "Girl, that's okay. Just because Ted cheated on me, don't mean that Ted gonna cheat on you too. So don't worry about that." Nicole handled that with grace. She tells Shenice that that doesn't mean history's going to repeat itself. So she was like, "So girl, don't worry about it. Girl, don't even worry about it." Because Dr. Nicole ain't worried about it. Because she know he might do it to you, girl. And when he do, if he do, 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 when he do, she gonna have a shoulder there for you to lean on. She is. She gonna be like, girl. Girl. Now, Dr. Montgomery ends up joining the ladies in this conversation that they having out here. And they quickly start teasing Nicole about, girl, you got 2 men up here at the hospital. You a bad girl. She was like, now, you know, my mama had told me when I had got free, I should just go and do what I want to do and sow some wild oats and check out who I want to date. And that's what I'm doing. And then Shenice was like, "Now, Ashley, don't do too much, girl, because you know you almost dated 2 men too." She was like, "When I do that," she said, "Remember now, don't forget that Andre and Derek overlap a little bit now. Come on now." She was like, "Ooh, you know, I hadn't even thought about that. I was this close to cheating on Derek. I was." Dr. Montgomery is laughing at them, and she's like, we sound like an episode of Married to Medicine or Love and Hip Hop," and everybody gets a good laugh. Meanwhile, Ted says that he admitted something that really caught my attention. Did y'all hear him say that he thinks he's falling in love with Shenice? But the problem that scares him is that he's only told 2 women that he loves them. Hold on. He's only ever told 2 women that he loves them. Nicole and Leslie. Ted loved Leslie. Do I remember there being a windmilling situation over here where y'all done swore up and down? Ted ain't love nobody. And I said, no, I think he did. He was risking it all. He was talking about leaving her. Remember me telling y'all this? Ted had told her that he was going to leave his family and come be with her. Ted said, let me butterfly. And butterfly, and butterfly, and butterfly, and butterfly. Ted said he loved Dana. He never calls her Leslie, does he? He said he loved Dana. And I love Nicole. And now I'm scared that because I love Shenice, I'm just going to mess it up again. And then he said, because he said, because he takes responsibility for having helped drive Leslie crazy. This why you can't be playing with people's hearts like that. Now, I know we like to just say Leslie, blah, blah, blah. But when people tell you that they are responsible, because he says you didn't know her before. You didn't know her before. He know he changed her. Don't act like people can't change people, because some people come out of relationships forever changed. Some of y'all don't want to love again. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let's not just talk about Leslie. Let's talk about it. Some of y'all never trust again. Some of y'all love with your fist balled up because you can never give again. Some of y'all not want to take some of you men especially, y'all don't want to take nobody to dinner, buy nobody nothing because I had 2 women who did me like that. And so the next woman should suffer because you picked 2 wrong people. And because I'm a good person, I should suffer for what they did. I don't think so, baby. That's the reason why I don't mess with people that ain't healed. Some of us walk out changed and some of us lose our minds. And Leslie became crazier. Ted said he did it to her. I mean, when you done sold somebody on a dream and this lady didn't have nothing, she didn't come from nothing, and you was, yeah, my wife is rich and all of that. But what I'm saying is she might have been a little cuckoo, but he exacerbated the situation. We're not gonna say that this man didn't have something to do with this lady becoming undone. He admits it. He knows that he did. He has something to do with that. He says she's not the same person that she was when he dated her. You can't play with people's hearts and minds like that. Some of these people will flip out and take you up out of here. He better be glad that didn't happen, because she could have turned on him and took him out, because she is that brand crazy. But anyway, Andre was teasing him like, wait a minute, hold on, Uncle. It ain't like you about to drive every lady you date crazy. Now, you ain't got that kind of power. Calm down. You ain't got the magic stuff like that. You just don't do it to yourself. But he admitted that he broke her heart. So he tells Ted that Andre reminds him that Leslie probably already had her own issues, and Shenice isn't that kind of woman. Then he gives Ted the very same advice Ted has given him all afternoon, which is stay present, enjoy what you have, instead of worrying about what might happen. He was like, yeah, when Shenice first brought this love thing up, I thought I loved her, but I wasn't ready to say it. But I know I do now. Well, we gonna see, sir. We gonna see. Hey, be on purpose. We gonna see. Now, back in Bill's hospital room, let me scroll up. Back in Bill's hospital room, Dani asks Bill why he isn't doing everything possible to get answers about his health. Why are you talking about? I got the wrong picture up. Hold on. Because it should be a picture of them alone. I think I skipped over something. Okay. So Dani's asking him, like, why aren't you doing everything that you can to see about your health? It doesn't make any sense to me. You should be trying to do everything that you can. So then Chelsea comes in and she's like, oh, Mom, I'm glad you're here. She's like, they give me a chance to go make some phone calls and catch up on some stuff and call some family members and let them know how Dad's doing. You sit here with him while I go out there. So then him and Dani keep talking. And Bill asked Dani, because Dani said, well, I wanted to come up here to see about you girls. So when she left out, Bill was like, are the girls the only reason why you came up here? Now, let me tell y'all something. I would have folded like a house of cards. I'd have been looking at that big old Bill sitting up in that bed. I'd have been like, let me tell you something. I was worried about you, Bill. You get on my last nerve and you irk me to the 15th dimension. But you was my husband of 37.99 years. So I don't want nothing to happen to you. I'm the father of my children and all that, and you fine. Okay? Okay. So, yeah. You said Dani need to move that hand. She got her hand all on my bill, but that's all right. It's okay. I mean, it's her ex-husband, not mine. Okay. So Bill said that he really needed to hear that from her. And she's like, are you scared? And he's like, yeah. She said, listen, the doctors are going to figure this out and fix whatever is wrong. And then they share a quiet laugh about something, and while they in there, Tahiti and Haley had opened up that door. Haley was like, "I know you lying. This heifer." Right, the woman that whose husband you stole is in there with her ex. Yeah, girl, you in your 1989 bridesmaid dress, which is a pretty color and everything. Don't get me wrong, it's cute. But anyway, she was like, "What's so funny?" Because they was in there sharing a whole kiki. She was like, "What's so funny? I want to get in on it too. I like a good laugh." So one look at Dani and she goes over there and she's like trying to get. I mean, her face got all tight, baby. Your jaws was tight. She walked in that door like, "I know you, baby. You was talking through them jaws. You don't know this heifer done bring her slanky little skinny tail up here." And she did. And girl, let me show you something. Let me show you something, Haley. Girl, this was your husband's face as soon as Dani walked in. His face ain't look like this. Damn time you walked up in the door, Haley, girl, it ain't look like that at all. But it did for Dani, girl. But anyway, I digress. Let me go back. So Dani was like, "Let me get on up out of here because I ain't, little girl, I ain't with it for you today. I don't feel like all this today." So Dani went on and left. So as soon as she leaves, she was like, "You know what? I don't know why you always gotta have her up and throughout. She is your ex-wife. I am your present wife." I'm like, "You better tell him, home wrecker. Home wrecker, you better let Bill know that you the head home wrecker in charge over there now, okay? Until your friend Lynette come back and steal your man, which I think is gonna happen. I think Lynette gonna get your man. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Say it with me now. You about to lose your... Watch and see what I tell you. Hey, Lightning Storm. But anyway, she had a fit. Why she always gotta be up here? So then out in the hallway, Dani runs into Nicole. She was like, "Boop, girl, I thought you said you wouldn't bring your not Dani." Dani was like, "Well, I had to come up here and make sure that Bill wasn't gonna die on me." And she said, "You mean die on the girls, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, right." The girls. She was cheesing all the way to that elevator. Did you know she was coming to check on that man? Now, after everyone else leaves, Nicole goes back over to the desk to talk to Shenice. And she's like, "Listen, I don't want you to feel bad about that, what happened earlier. Doesn't bother me at all. And honestly, I want to tell you that Ted, I think he's really crazy about you, girl. I do. I think he's really crazy about you." And Shanice is like, "Thank you. But girl, let me tell you something. Shanice, your face did look a little worried though, girl. It did." Now to our final scene. Tomas comes in the office again, and Naomi in there sitting at the desk, right? Naomi in there handling business on the phone. She was like, "So listen, we're gonna cancel that deposition and we'll get with you later," and blah 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 blah. Sounding like the boss sitting at the boss's desk. Okay. So then Tomas walked in there. He was like, "So what you think you doing? I mean, I know that you are on the case for what's going on with Mike, but outside of that, Khadijah don't need you. What you up in here for?" And she was like, "Well, my dad asked me to look," and he was like, "Yeah, but see, I got it. We don't need all that. We don't." And I was like, "Tomas, is you in here talking with some bass in your verse?" Hold on. I think, in fact, I want to look at this scene. Hold on. I want to be sure about what the Tomas had said. Okay. Hold on. I was looking at the Gilded Age, but let me get rid of this. Okay, Beyond the Gates. That's episode 123. No, we need episode 124, darling. Okay, I gotta scroll. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Haley shook Tomas up. She was like, "Yeah, you know somebody else gonna be gunning for your job, right? She gonna be coming for your job. Cause you about to lose your job." And Tomas was like, "I had not thought about that before." I was like, "Child. Wait a minute. What is going on?" Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why is there a locked symbol included with Paramount Plus, which I have. Why are all these episodes locked up on Paramount on did something happen today? The episodes are here, but they're locked. What is going on? Let me refresh. Yeah, why are these locked? Anybody got an answer for why this stuff is locked on let me make sure my Paramount Plus is not. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm sorry. They hit me with something I wasn't expecting. Purchases. No, what's my channels? Hold on. Okay. Prime Paramount Plus. Next renewal price, renewal date is on the 26th. I don't even renew till later. So what is going on? And I got Paramount Plus Premium, so what is happening? Why is my Jive locked up? Anyway, I'll figure this out later because I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I had wanted to listen to that episode again, but I'm not gonna. I mean that little section there again, but I'm not gonna get a chance to. And baby, Amazon about to get it when I get off this line. Y'all better know that. But anyway, he was like, "Let me tell you something, Miss Naomi, I don't need you around here trying to run nothing. They may be doing maintenance on the Paramount site. They could be because all those episodes are locked up. They are locked up. Let me look at another thing that I know is on Paramount. Hold on. I think that the Gilded Age is on Paramount, right? So those aren't locked up. See, I told y'all they like to play games with these shows over her. And I'm paid up till another week or so. So I'm not understanding what's going on. Hold on, let me ask. Why is there a lock symbol on my stuff on Paramount Plus when I'm trying to watch Beyond the Gates? Did Beyond the Gates leave Paramount Plus today or something?
The lock symbol likely means your account needs verification, there's a billing issue, or certain episodes of Beyond the Gates might have been removed from Paramount Plus.
Because it's the entire season 2. Let me see if season 1 is locked up. Because we ain't got no billing issues, that we know for sure. All right, let's see. Nope, season 1 is locked up too. That's crazy. Season 1 and 2. Specific order episodes have rotated off the platform. Okay, I got Amazon Plus on Amazon Prime. Okay, so see if y'all can pull that up. See if any one of you all can pull it out. You think I might need to log out and log back in? Because I can watch everything else. Yeah, see what I told y'all how they be playing with us. I'm gonna get to the bottom of when I get off here, because baby, I don't even owe y'all nothing till for another couple weeks, and my stuff is automatically paid for. What are you talking? Okay, let's see. Let's go back to this now. But anyway, back to Tomas and Naomi. So he was like, so anyway, you may be around here, Bill might ask you to take care of that one case, but you don't need to be around here talking about that other case. I mean, this was the first time. Even Naomi had to watch him walk out the door like, what is up with Tomas? Tomas had a different layer to his acting today because he got to do something more than just be passive Tomas. Tomas, baby, I'm telling you again, you better take this opportunity and run with it. You better take this opportunity and run. Frank G. Life, would you look on there and see if you're able to watch your episodes locked up too or not for me on Amazon Plus? Because I want to be able to set it too when I call these people. But anyway, this was a different Tomas. Saw some edge, some confidence, some ambition. Okay. It looked good on Tomas. I felt like the writers finally gave him something to sink his teeth into instead of simply following Kat around and agreeing with everything she says and agreeing with everything Bill says. He had a moment. I mean, even though we know he don't know that Haley is baiting him, but even still with the bait, we got a different Tomas. Okay, so the question is, as his ambition grows, is it eventually going to turn into greed? Huh? Is Tomas going to become ruthless? I actually had to sit back in my chair and be like, all right, Tomas, all right. Tomas 2.0 has entered the chat, honey. Mm-hmm. 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 It was good. Now let's get into a little Beyond the Gates news, okay? In Beyond the Gates news, we already know that Carla Mosley was nominated for lead actress in this series, along with Tamara Tooney. But today we added to our ranks Ariel Prepet also got nominated for Outstanding Emerging Talent in Daytime Drama for her role as Naomi. But up against that is Amber Michelle for her role as Eva, for which I think it is well deserved. Even though I think really almost everybody on this cast should have been nominated for something, one way or the other. And I think that Colby should have also been nominated as well. But that's the thing. We're not going to have them be adversaries in real life as opposed to them on the show. I think that independent of itself, that Amber has done a standout job with this role as Eva. And she deserves her nomination, not barring anybody else should have got it, or she deserves what she got. So congratulations to her. Also, who got a nod today was Trisha Mann Grant for her role as Outstanding Supporting Actress as Leslie. And I think that's deserved too. Who also got a nod today for Outstanding Supporting Performance is Bill. Who else but Bill? Da-da-da, Bill. Maybe Bill got one. Bill got one today too. Now, what might have been a little surprising to us was Mike Manning. I ain't trying to take nothing from nobody, but I would think that Joey, because congratulations to Mike Manning on his nomination. Now, who I know for sure deserved what they got today was Outstanding Guest Performance by Jasmine Burke. Jasmine Burke had me at hello when she showed up to the police station. I told y'all that day, I said, I don't know who this lady is, but this lady is playing this role when she showed up to that police station as that homeless woman that they had arrested. No, who had been robbed or something. I knew Jasmine. Jasmine was doing her thing. And I have not watched Family Business, right? But I'm gonna watch the part that she's in because just the clips of what they show of her, she is something, baby. If they had let her been the evil person on Beyond the Gates, if they mess around and make her one of the evil people, Jasmine Burke will do her fine. She sings, she acts, she writes, she directs. This sister does it all. But she is so talented. And she got a yoga class that she does. I need to sit my big butt down and be in it. But congratulations to them all. Let's take a look at the other things that were nominated. Let me make my screen bigger so that I can read. How about that? So Beyond the Gates was nominated for Outstanding Daytime Drama Series. So the entire show got nominated as well. And I think when you're part of a show, I think you end up getting something too for being part of it, I think. An outstanding writing team for a daytime drama series. So Michelle Valjean, that means that that's for her. And outstanding music direction and composition for a daytime program. So of course that's ain't nobody's song bumping harder than doom 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 doom. Ain't nobody's song beating that. That song be bopping. Okay. Hold on, let me take these comments down. Let me go out of here because I can't read the rest of over my screen when I made it big. Hold on. Let's take the comments down so I can read now. Okay. Now, outstanding technical direction and video for a daytime program. So I guess the directors have gotten nominated as well. The directing team. Okay, outstanding lighting direction for a daytime program. So for lighting, outstanding hairstyling and makeup for a daytime program. Notice, people, this did not include costumes. I don't watch no other show, but everybody knows that the costuming on this show is so popular that everything they show you sells out, from earrings to necklaces to shoes to purses. I mean, what other show has an entire purse line being sold on the show? Stop playing with I can't think of that sister's name. I almost said her name. But stop playing with that sister. She's doing her thing over there with the costumes. And I hope she doesn't let that get her down, because even without people telling you that you are who you are, you got to know you that girl. And you got to know, girl, you are good at what you do. You are the winner, as far as we are concerned, for outstanding costumes, because ain't no other show beating you out for costumes. Now, I know y'all got Bridgerton on the line, and I know y'all probably got what we talking about, daytime stuff though, right? So who? Because I know Jennifer Hudson better not be on the list. I know Kelly Clarkson better not be on the list. I know the women on The View better not be on the list that done beat out Beyond the Gates. So y'all lost your mind. But do what you will. Outstanding casting for a daytime program. So thank you, Jaleesa Featherstone. Thank you. Featherston. Thank you. That sister is the winner. And that's it. That's all. End of story. I'm gonna have to let her know she gonna get one of our rookies over here, okay? She gonna get one of our awards. The Gady. She gonna get a Gady award over her. Matter of fact, I know what I'm gonna do about that, because I mean that. I mean that. Okay. All right, but anyway, y'all, that's it. So they got for outstanding casting, outstanding hair and makeup, outstanding lighting, outstanding technical direction, outstanding musical direction, outstanding writing team, outstanding daytime drama series, and then all of those they had. Let me look at my thing so I can count them up. And so they also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people nominated from the show. Well done. Well done. I saw her do an interview where the lady kept saying, "You do such great wardrobe." She was like, "I'm not a wardrobe stylist. I am a costume designer." No, ma'am. They're costumes, ma'am. That little light girl kept on saying, "Oh, in the wardrobe." She was like, "No, dear. Those are costumes." But I thank you. I design those looks, create those looks, just the same as any other movie does. Should have keep on doing. See, you wouldn't have to keep on telling us that over here on this channel, ma'am. You would not. You would not. But girl, don't you worry about it. Gatekeepers got your back. We got your back. But at either rate, that's it. That's all, y'all. That had happened today on Beyond the Gates. Let me check out some of these comments before I get out of here. Let me scroll up and see what y'all been talking about. Yes, Bill looked more thrilled to see Dani. Let me make sure I'm not missing nothing else. Yeah, a second later, Dani was at the hospital. I told you 2 seconds later, Dani was at the hospital. Maybe they are trying to make Tomas turn bad. Maybe so. Haley stroking Tomas' ego, going to get him fired. Yes, Bill looked more thrilled to see Dani. He did, because he was. The scale, I'm telling you, real talk, girl, I still don't see how you ride for Dani and Bill as a team still, girl. I don't get it. This girl stole from the beginning, I ain't never got it, girl, because Haley stole this man. She broke up a whole marriage. So, girl, I don't know, but you got to ride for who you ride for. Like, y'all be riding, all of y'all that ride hard for Kat, and all of y'all that ride hard for Eva, all of y'all that ride hard for Bill and ride hard for Ted. I be riding hard for Bill, but I don't really be meaning it like that. He will get discarded by Bill for Naomi. Baby, don't play about Bill and his children, because Bill might be a doggone, but Bill do love his kids. Okay? Kat did not need to take it because Nicole tested negative. Okay. Peggy says hello, Miss Jen, moderators, and to everyone, hello to you too. Miss Lil says Kat did not take the test. Her mom came negative. Her mom was negative, so she didn't need to take it. Okay. Naomi and Chelsea only had to take it when their mom tested positive. Nicole took the test and didn't tell that she had, or she didn't have the gene. Tomas better watch Haley being nice because she don't like him and will be bringing him coffee with those poison drops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ted is going to cheat on Shay Shay too. Why she got to be Shay Shay? You know, she's doing something that has to do with Sarah Bartman, that slave from years ago that they put on display because she had such a huge behind. She put out a clip today on that, and that I was like, whoa. Even though I know she's wearing a prosthetic or somebody's wearing like a prosthetic, but people was getting mad in the comments. Are like, ooh, okay, that's an interesting story to tell. Shenice is such a bird. Nicole took the test. Hello, Peggy. If Nicole get back with Ted first, mm-hmm. And they may. That's why I told you got to stay out the way with people fresh out stuff. Okay. Don't forget that I got the butterfly and butterfly. I told y'all Ted had broke that woman down. Ted broke Leslie down further than what she was already broken down. Ted, everything I said, he was a complete disaster. You know, Elaine don't like you, Ted. It was enough for her to be able to sit through the interview and listen to the person who betrays him. Hey, now get him up, get them likes up, get him up, get him up, get him up. Ted is such an awful person. She was already cuckoo. Leslie was already crazy. She lost it when Ted rejected her. Leslie is not his sole responsibility, but when he showed up back in town, he did nothing to protect his current family, who he claimed to love. We'll see how long that lasts. The breakup pushed her close to the edge. Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. Elaine T. Leslie was already out of control, and there's really nothing Ted could have done to protect his family. Good evening, everybody. Lightning Storm says, okay, let's see. Nicole doth protest too much. Haley did shake up Tomas because he's actually showed out a flash of emotion today. And Naomi was amused. Naomi was quite snippy with Tomas today. She basically told him he wasn't doing enough. Well, I was trying to watch it, rewatch it, but the people said they done locked it up. They done locked that whole series up. Paramount Plus crazy app. They may be doing maintenance on the Paramount site. It look like they're doing some maintenance on Beyond the Gates. Poor Tomas is not. Hold on. Let me ask it again. As of today, is Beyond the Gates still on Paramount Plus, or is it being moved because it's locked up?
Yes, Beyond the Gates is still available on Paramount Plus. However, new episodes might have a delay, and older ones might require a search rather than appearing on the homepage.
No, we got to figure that out. All right. Tomas should have took his narrow tail to the hospital to see Bill instead of assuming he's qualifying, trying to take charge. Yeah, ain't nobody asked you to take charge. None of my episodes are locked. Okay, I don't know what's going on mine. I am not following. Linda, you been watching them on there? Have you been watching Beyond the Gates on the app? Because I'm wondering, maybe it's like, is she there? Is she there? Because that is craziness. And then the thing is, it just has the lock symbol. It's got that like a little yellow purse. But if I click on it, it don't say like this is locked. That's crazy. Okay. Tomas, you better work. If he didn't that, it would have been working for Mike, who's a creep. Ugh. Nobody wants to work for him. The bosses may have had a talk with the actor about his portrayal. No, I think that he can't do what you don't get. It's like I said about Derek. He can't do what you don't write for him to do. Or with Ashley, she can't do what you don't write for her to do. If all you writing is, "Hi, how you doing today, Shenice? Well, how are things going with you and Ted?" I mean, what more can she do with that? Well, I don't know, but Derek, he didn't come back, so I don't know what to do. And he put fingerprints on the refrigerator. If that's all that's being written for you, what you gonna do? Amber has done a great job. She has. I mean, well deserved for Eva, for Amber. Well deserved because she did her thing with that character. She did. 'Cause that's why everybody hated her. If she didn't do a job with it, would nobody be hating her? Michael Manning is an OG. I'm sure he is. Come on, June. There are two. They are all to be congratulated for their nominations. It's wonderful, though. Clifton Davis deserves a nomination for outstanding. He does. He gonna get it from us, though. Don't worry. Family Business is good with Jasmine. Yeah, I know the clips I saw her in, and she was outstanding. Taman Kyle Durkett just celebrated his birthday over the weekend, by the way. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Smitty is good, but an Emmy nod? That's what Be On Purpose said. She was great in Saints and Sinners as well. Jasmine definitely deserves her nomination. She does. She does. I agree about the costumes that Jaleesa Featherston should have gotten. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She actually won when she worked on Bold and Beautiful. So why they hating on her now? Why you hating on her now? Ain't nobody better than Featherstone, baby. Yeah, Jaleesa Featherstone deserved to get nominated for costumes. Well, I guess they're gonna make they don't want to give y'all too much. Because if people play fair, then other people may not win. Thank you. Linda said great recap. Thank you. Jacob Rashad got snubbed. Oh. Miss Jen, is it possible to try to get Jaleesa Featherstone for an interview? I would love to do that. Great chat, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and Gatekeepers. Shenice X about to show up and cause trouble. They said his name was Dani, I think. No regular channel. Okay, just a regular channel. Okay, I don't know what's going on. They have a customer service line, Amazon. Yeah, I'm gonna call as soon as I hang up from y'all. They about to get a phone call because y'all got my money. So I want to know where my channel is. I have one example, Miss Jen. The actress who plays Shenice, she took a little and gave a lit. Okay, I wanted the actress who plays Shenice, she took a little and gave a lit and inspired the writers to expand. Sometimes it's what you do with the role. Yeah, I believe that, but Shenice had some stuff to work with because she was being nosy and she could give different looks and you know what I'm saying? But with this role, I'm supposed to be pathetic. I'm supposed to be, shy. I'm supposed to be unsure. I'm supposed to be, so y'all need to put some more meat and potatoes on uh uh um what is on Ashley's plate and submit it to Lord. Please put some more on his plate because did we give it to Smitty because he went in the alley? So you know what? That doggone hat and that Parker jacket. I told y'all when he put that baseball cap on and that hoodie. I think that's what did it. He was a whole new person in the alley. And Rashad gave y'all a whole different cadence with his voice. And here, Dani, man, what you trying to talk about? I don't even know what you're talking about, man. He wasn't even talking proper. Would be like Martin going into the alley and talking that way too. Because we all know that Martin talks the King's English rather well. He does, darling, he does. But anyway, that is that, you guys. That's it for us gatekeepers. Now, I want to hear from those of you who are in the replay gang. What did you think about today's episode? Did Ted really love Leslie more than we realized? And is that the reason why Leslie lost her entire mind? He says yes. I'm prone to believe it. Did Kat ever take that bracket test? What does the replay gang say? Was Haley intentionally trying to create some tension between Tomas and Naomi? And was. And what do you think about this new side of Tomas? Have we all been sleeping on him? Is his ambitions about to take over and he gonna be led down a dangerous path? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, replay gang. And thank you to everyone who joined me live today. And also we want to take a minute out as always to say, hold on one second. I almost pressed end stream. Ooh, we don't want that. We didn't want to do that. Hold on. Hi, current comment. Okay. All right. Let's also take a minute out to say thank you to our moderators, whom I appreciate so much, and to the rest of the gang.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do over here on the channel. I appreciate you immensely. If you haven't already, hit the like button on your way out the door. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and be sure to share today's recap with another Beyond the Gates fan. As I'm trying my best to grow this channel. It's been a slow climb, but I've been getting there inch by inch, and I'll take that. Better the up way than the down way. So I thank you guys for that very much. So that's it. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for coming over here, hanging out with us. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Let's take a look before we get out of here and see what's happening tomorrow. I always like to take one more look and see, well, what's going on tomorrow. So let's check it out and see. Da 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 da. Hold on. Let's see what's happening tomorrow compared to what happened today. All right, not that one. Hold on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Here we go. Load. Why are you waiting? Oh my God. Baby, I'm about to be on Paramount them and Amazon them. Okay, explosive week. Okay, let's see. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Doug's final words startled Joey. Dastard. Oh, wait. Oh, and Deanna sets a dastardly plan in motion. Jacob accompanies Naomi to her oncology appointment with Monica. And Haley and Randy plot to accelerate their con. Girl, it ain't good enough your man laid up in the hospital. You got to accelerate the con. Wait till you find out what all Randy done did to accelerate his con, him and Lynette. Because I know they got something planned for you, girl. Lynette ain't going nowhere. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay. Let me get the last of y'all's comments and then we're going to get out of here. Please, y'all remember to hit the like button on your way out. Belinda says, she says, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. Linda says, we might be getting Tomas 2.0 next. Tomas knew he was about to get going off this show. What you can't do, but they don't write. Thanks to all who tuned in, Linda says. Erica says, good night, family. And Myrtle Tister says, good night. Linda says, love y'all like a fat kid loves candy. Belinda says, love y'all, gatekeepers. Have a blessed night. See y'all tomorrow. Frank G says, facts, Miss Jen. Staley is greedy. Thanks, Miss Jen, for the awesome recap. You guys are more than welcome. And hey, I do hope that you all are having a great day. And if not, please remember that there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. All right. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.